I will always be proud to say that my librarian is not only a high achiever, but is probably the most intense librarian I will ever meet. Mrs. Lewis was born in New Jersey and grew up in Hackensack. She attended the Immaculate High School for young ladies, which, quote, resembles a Sopranos episode every single day. It was during her time as a student here that she possibly accidentally turned down Robert Downey Jr. at a movie theater. Her focuses were obviously elsewhere as she graduated at the young age of 16, and, not to be outdone by her former self, went on to graduate from Hampshire College at the young age of 20. There was no other reason for this besides her being exceptionally intelligent. Her concentration there lay in the history of medicine, coupled with reproductive physiology. And through hard work, she was able to earn good grades, as well as much-needed expertise in performing C-sections on sheep. In 1992, she became a finalist as a Fulbright Scholar and was accepted to the University of Amsterdam to study their unusually low infant mortality rate. During all of this, she somehow found the time to court Mr. Lewis, and after first meeting while trapped in a building during the Great Snowstorm of 1993, they were married. Before realizing her true calling lay in the Kirby Library, Mrs. Lewis served as the Director of Health and Safety for the City of Concord, New Hampshire's chapter of the Red Cross. She taught CPR to professional rescuers and thousands of people first aid. She also appeared on television and radio to promote babysitting classes and the Red Cross's new pet first aid program, which involved more licking than medicine. She earned a master's in Human Service Administration at the same time. She soon, however, realized that her love of teenagers, and who doesn't love us, love of Mr. Lewis, who would be working in independent schools, and her love of learning would be best combined by serving as a librarian at such an institution. After a brief stint at the Groton School, Mrs. Lewis received her MS in Library and Information Science from Simmons College in 2003. As one final scholastic accomplishment, she graduated summa cum laude. Directly after receiving her new degree, she took on a job as a librarian for Wyoming Seminary. Since her arrival, Mrs. Lewis has been busy. She oversaw the Kirby Library's renovations, has taught thousands of classes here, and bakes roughly 1,000 jumbo chocolate chip cookies each year for us students. True to her calling, Mrs. Lewis also holds positions on 12 national and international committees concerning young adult literature and library services, including Teen Read Week, an event. Oh, we're going crazy here. All right. An event involving every library and bookstore in America. She has presented at librarian conferences, been published 24 times in librarian science journals, and back at home serves on the best practices and the digital learning environment committees here, offering valuable input as to SEMS technology requirements. On the side, she's still a student, recertifying each year at the Lehman campus as a Penn State Master Gardener. She read 484 new books last year and 250 rereads. Mr. Lewis prohibits her from owning a firearm over concerns over both impulse control and target shooting expertise. They currently live in Dallas with their 3 cats, and they miss Bugsy every day, just like we do. Mrs. Lewis, we love you. The stage is yours.